Morning. Good morning. Happy New Year for people that have not seen me for the first time. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you guys doing? Good morning. Good morning. I want to be sure I'm coming out. Good morning. I have cold. I have flu. So I want us to listen to something before. If you are joining us, share it, like it, invite others to come and listen. How we started, how they started fighting our prime minister.
Viewers. So now that everybody have listened to this video, let it end today.
Let it end today.
Nobody should tell me again anything to sign any document for any code of conduct. I have not seen the document. Nobody has sent the document to me. And if you that is telling me to sign document, I have seen the document, show me the document.
He was begging.
But what I said, which is very clear, is that I will not hand over my platform as a condition to broadcast on Radio Biafra. That is my stand.
That
I will
remains.
not hand over my platform as a condition to broadcast on Radio Biafra. And I believe that if any other thing you don't understand any other thing, you understand this one. So the code of conduct that people are talking about, is for me to hand over my platform as a condition before broadcasting on Radio Biafra. So please, leave this thing, leave this thing, leave me alone.
Leave him alone.
Let me do what I'm doing. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Let me fight for Biafra the way I'm fighting it until our Onyendu is out. When Onyendu come out, everybody will see where we have gone wrong and where we have gotten it right. And he will be the one to address it.
He was begging you guys.
All of a sudden, immediately they capture our leader, they kidnap our leader, everybody is fighting Samonepa. What did the Samonepa do you? Did Samonepa collect your wife?
Answer you that is hating Simon.
Collect your wife?
You that is hating Simon.
Did you know Samonepa before? Some of you are just following something you know nothing about.
Nothing about.
You come on social media, go and sign document. Do you know the document? Did you see document?
Some of them are asking me, did he take oath?
Tell me I should hand my platform as a condition to broadcast on Radio Biafra.
Hold it there. Imagine that our prime minister handed over the platform by now. What would have happened? Imagine, ask yourself, if he has handed over that platform that he used to unite us together, what would have happened by now? Continue.
Come out and say there is a code of conduct. Where is the code of conduct? If you that is watching me today, and you always come to my program, have you set your eyes on code of conduct? Have you set your eyes on it?
Haters of Mazen Nandekano
coming every day to talk to Manepa. So I want this thing to die today.
He was begging you, begging some people, begging some Efulefu, begging Ndizu, begging DOS, begging you enemies of freedom, begging you, leave Simon Ekpa alone. You don't know what they are fighting so that we will not get where we are today. Some of you don't understand. Some of you refuse to understand and listen to him. Continue.
I want you to die today. Everything Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has built, we are going to fight to protect it. That is what we have to do.
That is why I'm here. Everything Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have suffered to build, we must keep it. We must preserve it. We must safeguard it. Eda Enoria, did you hear it from our prime minister? I will take this thing once more again, but let's go back.
After listening to this video, I hope you can make up your mind now and give this young man all the durable support or all the due support.
Where are you today?
to pursue this goal.
Have you
and
contributed?
We see the Nigerian crisis is getting worse and worse. Where Nigeria is about to elect a drug baron, Nigeria is about to elect someone who did not meet up to the law. In a country that they made law before you become a presidential candidate or before you won an election, then now you want to sabotage that law because of greediness, because of selfish interest, because of bigotism. So why can't we just for this moment listen to other way and see how it goes? I thank Simon Ekpa for actually bringing it up. I think he's the Simon Ekpa does this very brilliant video analysis, which I think is a new genre, so to speak.
Did you hear from our only?
I think he's doing a very good job, and may he continue. And let the demon not go into him. He should remain focused, applied, and disciplined. Our problem is lack of application and discipline. Once you're disciplined and apply yourself dutifully and diligently, the end result is always assured. It's victory. Have you heard it? You heard what he said. He made it clear that you have not seen the documents. That if you only have seen the document, that you should send it to him. But now he said this way. He said that it's enough of it. Okay? To me, you can't just handle. You can't just call because maybe I wanted to join IPOP or I wanted to join any organization. Ask me to hand over my platform. It's not done. Job is job. He has his own privacy to live. Let's just be realistic in things we do. You can't ask somebody to hand over his house because he wants to work for you. Unless you are about to buy over that house, he need to speak on his own mind. He will speak according to his own job area. Then where he comes to speak on his own privacy, he will speak on his own privacy. So this is just a simple reason for woman not to do something he doesn't want to do. He's a lawyer. You know what he's talking about. He also need to hear his own voice. So when he's in the organization radio, he speaks as the organization radio wanted him to do. He can speak also in his own platform if he wants to speak on that. Okay? We should always be careful on how we make demand. We should not make demand that we oppress people. We are fighting for liberation from being oppressed to liberation. You shouldn't oppress those you want to liberate. So guys, I hope you have learned from his word now.
Hold on.
Thank you for watching Obi. And please, wherever you are, once again, share Obi, subscribe.
Thank you, my brother. I like that. I want them to
have not
listen.
seen and the DOS. Okay. So now that everybody have listened to this video, let it end today. Let it end today. Nobody should tell me again anything to sign any document for any code of conduct. I have not seen the document. Nobody has sent the document to me. And if you that is telling me to sign document, I have seen the document, show me the document. But what I said, which is very clear, is that I will not hand over my platform as a condition to broadcast on Radio Biafra. That is my stand. I will not hand over my platform as a condition to broadcast on Radio Biafra. And I believe that if any other thing you don't understand any other thing, you understand this one. So the code of conduct that people are talking about, is for me to hand over my platform as a condition before broadcasting on Radio Biafra. So please, leave this thing, leave this thing, leave me alone. Let me do what I'm doing. Leave me alone.
He was begging you.
Alone. Let me fight for Biafra the way I'm fighting it until our Onyendu is out. When Onyendu come out, everybody will see where we have gone wrong and where we have gotten it right. And he will be the one to address it. And you people were there. All of a sudden, immediately they capture our leader, they kidnap our leader. Everybody is fighting Samonepa. What did the Samonepa do you? Did Samonepa connect your wife?
Jobaha. Good question. Good question.
Did Samonepa connect your wife?
Answer.
Do you know Samonepa before? Some of you are just following something you know nothing about. You come on social media, go and sign document. Do you know the document? Did you see document?
This is how it all started. Who is calling now? Huh? This is the time they will call me. Hello. Yes, this is Obiageli. Please, I am not. I will call you back. Thank you.
So they come and tell me I should hand my platform
Sorry
as a
about
condition
that.
to broadcast on radio. Nobody should tell me him and the DOS.
Sorry about that.
Now that everybody have listened to this video, let it end today. Let it end today. Nobody should tell me again anything to sign any document for any code of conduct. I have not seen the document.
How it
Nobody
started.
has sent the document to me. And if you that is telling me to sign document, I have seen the document, show me the document. But what I said, which is very clear, is that I will not hand over my platform as a condition to broadcast on Radio Biafra. That is my stand. I will not hand over my platform as a condition to broadcast on Radio Biafra. And I believe that if any other thing you don't understand any other thing, you understand this one. So the code of conduct that people are talking about, the code of conduct that people are talking about is for me to hand over my platform as a condition before broadcasting on Radio Biafra. So please, leave this thing, leave this thing, leave me alone. Let me do what I'm doing. Leave me alone. Leave me alone.
He was begging you. Leave him alone.
Until our Onyendu is out. When Onyendu come out, everybody will see where we have gone wrong and where we have gotten it right. And he will be the one to address it. And you people were there. All of a sudden, immediately they capture our leader, they kidnap our leader. Everybody is fighting Samonepa. What did the Samonepa do you? Did Samonepa connect your wife? Did Samonepa connect your wife?
Joaha.
Do you know Samonepa before? Some of you are just following something you know nothing about.
Fighting who?
You come on social media, go and sign document. Do you know the document?
Have you seen
document?
No. Follow haters.
Somebody come and tell me I should hand my platform as a condition to broadcast on Radio Biafra. And then he come out and say that is a code of conduct. Where is the code of conduct? If you that is watching me today and you always come to my program, Samonepa, go and sign code. Have you set your eyes on code of conduct? Have you set your eyes on it? No, you did not set your eyes on it. But you are coming every day to talk to Manepa. So I want this thing to die today. I want it to die today. Everything Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has built, we are going to fight to protect it. That is what we have to do.
Are you protecting?
After listening to this video,
are you protecting it?
You can make up your mind.
Are you protecting everything our leader have built? Have you make any attempt? Have you visited the website www.ipobinusa.org/donate? The ongoing Islamization can only be quenched by weapon to weapon. Let's finish.
Now, I give this young man all the durable support or all the due support he needed to pursue this goal. And we see that Nigerian crisis is getting worse and worse. Where Nigeria is about to elect a drug baron.
They elected him already.
Elect someone who did not meet up to the law. In a country that they made law before you become a presidential candidate or before you won an election, then now you want to sabotage that law because of greediness, because of selfish interest, because of bigotism. So why can't we just for this moment listen to other way and see how it goes? I thank Simon Ekpa for actually bringing it up. I think Simon Ekpa does this very brilliant video analysis, which I think is a new genre, so to speak, in this propagation. I think he's doing a very good job, and may he continue. And let the demon not go into him. He should remain focused, applied, and disciplined.
The only focus
is lack of application and discipline. Once you're disciplined and you apply yourself dutifully and diligently, the end result is always assured. It's victory. Have you heard it?
Did you hear it?
What he said. He made it clear that you have not seen the documents. That if you only have seen the document, that you should send it to him. But now he said this way. He said that it's enough of it. Okay? When to me, you can't just handle. You can't just call because I wanted to join IPOP or I wanted to join any organization. Ask me to hand over my platform. It's not done. Job is job. He has his own privacy to live. Let's just be realistic in things we do. You can't ask somebody to hand over his house because he wants to work for you. Unless you are about to buy over that house, he need to speak on his own mind. He will speak according to his own job area. Then where he comes to speak on his own privacy, he will speak on his own privacy. So this is just a simple reason for woman not to do something he doesn't want to do. He's a lawyer. You know what he's talking about. He also need to hear his own voice. So when he's in the organization radio, he speaks as the organization radio wanted him to do. He can speak also in his own platform if he wants to speak on that. Okay? We should always be careful on how we make demand. We should not make demand that we oppress people. We are fighting for liberation from being oppressed to liberation. You shouldn't oppress those you want to liberate. So guys, I hope you have learned from his word now. Thank you for watching La Obi. And please, wherever you are, once again, share La Obi, subscribe to the Obi YouTube.
Thank you, Obi.
It doesn't matter. Comment here. We can disagree to agree. I understand that.
Thank you, Obi.
Always share. I respect everybody's view and this.
Go and follow him. I don't know him. I bumped into his video and I decided to follow him. I decided to play this because this was how it all started. Some of you have forgotten, but we remember. Some of you are today writing petitions, signing petitions, joining the Fulani slaves in the government to seek for his rendition, for his arrest. Some of you were gallivanting when you had the fake news that they kidnapped our prime minister. You were gallivanting, but you are not safe. Some of you hated him because of lies told by this group of people who joined hands together to sell our leader, who sold our leader, 10 kobo. Are they still eating the money today? No. Are they still enjoying the money they collected from? Don't call yet, please. Nobody should call yet. All these things are the things that made you not to be organized. You don't want to support what we are doing. You want to listen to lies. Then say he no take oath. One Efulef was telling me, did he take oath? At this critical time, are we still talking of people that took oath or not? At this time, are we still talking about things that people did not do well? Why are you always seeing the negative part of this freedom? Why can't you see the America that is developing, that have been developed with your oil money? Why can't you see the Canada, the British that is enjoying your mineral resources, but you are living in darkness? Why are you always seeing Ada Biafra? You did not do this one. Your flag, one time, one person called and said, my flag is like this. Am I here for flag? Am I here for you to see that I didn't wear Obobo earring? I am here for freedom and I don't care. Let me invite, thank you for sharing. I don't care. Some of you, what you are interested in looking for a way, we didn't do this one very well. We refuse to do this one very well. What have you put on this table? What have you done? People are every day on Saturdays donating. Tomorrow is here, BLF fundraising. Have you donated anything? Have you contributed anything? What have you done? Kedi Megoludi differently from what people who have been fighting for this freedom till Tai Imo River. Some people have been here for 100 years. They called us names that we just joined. What have you done differently and better than our Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa, so that I will follow you? What have you done? What have you done to make sure that your land is not taken away from this jihadist terrorist? Oh, you are enjoying it because you are in America today. You are in Canada. You are in London. You are in this Europe, Asia, this blah, blah, blah. Those people fought for their freedom. They fought one way or the other. Sitting at home happened in America too. Google it. Government in exile happens in some countries too. Use your smartphone. We are not the first. We are not the first to sit at home to show our grievances. We are not the first that have government in exile to restore our country. Countries have done it before. We are even learning from those countries, even America, the mistakes they made. Because when we restore Biafra, we will not be looking at somebody's mineral resources. That is American devilish evil things. I am which kind paper? Thank you for sharing. I'm after. I'm taxing. Now I'm a taxpayer. You are supporting jihadist terrorists killing my people, and they talk and make you my government to know. Don't care. What I'm doing is my right. It's everybody's right to fight for their freedom. I want to bring one woman so that you see that people who I am looking up to, many of you. I want you to bring it on. Some of you, bring it on. You can do more than this. This is a woman. This is a woman with good, their language. I don't even know their language, but I want you to listen to her. Are you hearing it? Go to Twitter and watch it. Go to Twitter and watch. Go to Twitter. Go to Twitter. I want to play it again. Go to Twitter so that you will hear it very well. I don't understand the language. I don't understand the language. Let me stop it first. Let me stop it. I don't understand her language, but I love the zeal. I love her charisma. I love the power in her. I love how she's proud of her language and be speaking with signs. Everybody is hailing her. I want more women to be like her. I want Biafra women to join what we are doing. Remember about Women Riot. When you remember about Women Riot, you know you can do it. Stop being scared. Stop. Don't allow anybody to stop you. My husband cannot stop me. My brothers, they know. They know me before now. Or maybe you that don't know me. I'm a moving train. This is my woman, the kind of woman I like. This is in a parliament. It's Zealand, New Zealand parliament. New Zealand in their parliament. A woman is responding with vibration. This is what I want. I want more women to join what we are doing. Don't allow us, Adam Bonandegede, our Patricia, our own, join hands. Stop being naive. Stop being scared. Some of you, if you are waiting for the men, they don't have no balls again. When our women, our leader had all of them, he was still crying for 100 men. 100 men. Our prime minister stood up that he will be 50. Go and look for other 50. Today, he's even more than 100. Do more than him. Stop being jealous. Stop being envy. Stop listening to negativities. Stop listening to hearsay. They say he did sit at home. He did this one. The kid woman. He said now Simon and group. Today everything is coming out. The people that created the Bubago, Anandi group, Professor Joffa in the USA here. One of America we're not there. Oh, but yeah, we will meet one day. We will meet one day. They created the thing with Buhari to kill our people. Oni of Ife is going to Biafra land with juju. Oni of Ife want Nigeria by force. Yoruba starts want Nigeria by force, so he want to carry his juju to our land, so that he would disorganize us. Because they are seeing the unity. Igbos are not united. Igbos are not united. Today they have seen that we are more united than they think. They have seen that we are more united than they think. How long can you push somebody to the wall before the person will push you back? There's limits to what you can take. Egbuoge na Lagos, egbuoge na Kaduna, egbuoge na Sokoto, egbuoge Bobona, Anuogo, mmadụ kọrọ ọnụ. If somebody quarrel with his neighbor for Zamfara, na Igbo then go kill. If person quarrel with his girlfriend for Sokoto, the Igbos go be the receiving end. They will burn your shop for Lagos because Fulani terrorists are using somebody's name, forged name to take army slot in Lagos. The next people they will attack our Biafran people. They don't know that there's limit of what you can take. They have seen how united we are. They have seen that we are not the old IPOB that they know before. They have seen that we are determined to go home, and Biafra has happened already. If you are not seeing, Keda Fuzo, Eda no Ife, Keda no Ife, Edekwa Fuzo. We are already in our home. Just little finishing touches. We are in finishing touches. Just go to the website now, www.ipobinusa.org/donate, and buy granite for our boys. Stop gossiping. Stop seeing fault. Stop thinking that Nigeria is for you. Nigeria is not for you. What is the meaning of Nigeria? Other countries have meaning of their country. We have United States of Biafra. When you will see countries like this, America, we share all the mineral resources they stole from your country. You will not talk. I hope I shared it. Okay, I shared this one. I think I shared this one. Let me bring it. Common Oyi. You come out and get some. Look at it. Is the heat coming out?
The heat coming out.
Heat. Oh my God. Heat. Heat coming out. Onye oyi na-atụ. You look for my voice. So let me stop it and build your country. Ejo. Build country. You don't want to build your own. How much are they using to power all the heat? The gas, they get it from your Africa. They save their own and be using your own gas to power and heat up all the country. You do here on your two clothes to 10 clothes at once. See all of them. Tell me, you that is blessed with everything, you cannot build your own country. N'ụzọ mmadụ na-aga aga. N'ụzọ in the road, na street, bus stop, akwụkwọ ịchọ ọkụ, tinye heater. They will put heater n'ụzọ on the road. on the bus stop, on train station. You that have the mineral resources, the petroleum, you don't have light. You cannot boast of 3 hours light in a day. In a whole 24 hours, you cannot boast of 3 hours light. No be juju be that. No be juju be that. No be juju. Oh, they are check here. Oh, I shared it. No be juju be that. Welcome, Academic Highness.
There were Biafra. There were.
No, we are talking about how our mineral resources, how these people have been fighting Simon, trying to bring our prime minister down by all means. But they cannot do half of what our prime minister have been doing. Do more than him. Let's follow you. Be our prime minister. Go and take over. But you have to show us what you are doing. Some of you don't contribute nothing. You don't do exposition. You cannot even show your face. We don't know you and your coconut head. But you always go and be attacking on the comment section. Go and take oath. You are not oath member. You did not sign a petition. You did not hand over your Facebook. If I hand over my page, I will hand over my phone to you too. That was the genesis of how attacks started. Now we must restore. Biafra is here already. If you have not seen it, if you watch convention in Finland, if you watch it, you will know that we are already in Biafra, United States of Biafra. I welcome Academic Highness Professor Nwiboko and the pilot Nwiboko. You know you have many qualifications. Please take the mic and greet Biafrans.
Yeah, you know, there was something I was saying, and means greetings to all Biafrans. There was something I was saying, and I always say it before I came to the studio, that we Africans should ask ourselves this question: the reason and why we have 5 continents in this world. And among these 5 continents, remove Africa apart now, you have 4 continents. That is America, Asia, Europe, Australia. You know? Yeah, that is 1, 2, 3, 4. All these 4 maintain their language, they maintain their culture, they maintain their tradition, they maintain their religion, and also they are technologically advanced. They maintain their technology. Technology, where did it come from? It came from forefathers. And the forefathers' technology were so antiquated and ubiquitous at the same time, but they recognize it, they pour blessing and libation, meaning recognition to the works of their forefathers. Asia, America, Europe, Australia recognize the works of their forefathers. They recognize the culture tradition. When we say omenala, culture, tradition, it means starting from your language. The wayo that they did to us is that they made us to hate ourselves and to hate our language, to hate whatever our forefathers used to do. Before somebody from that parliament, you see the people, you talk about somebody from that continent, people from that continent that are speaking in the parliament, speaking against, they are expressing their one from that parliament because the system had made them to recognize themselves. And they are the citizens. Citizens are recognized, but before citizens are recognized, citizens have to recognize themselves, to recognize the remains of their forefathers, meaning the cultural heritage starting from their language, their tradition, their religion. Everything concerning your forefathers must be recognized. That is the reason why the sense of their forefathers enter into them. And you saw ladies coming out in the parliament speaking up. That was what was brought up here that prompted me to intervene, because we are here to help ourselves. We Africans were being brutally colonized to the extent that the sons of Africa permit themselves to speaking against their forefathers. Do you know that our forefathers were invaded brutally by the prospectant Europeans, by the marauding Islamists, jihadists? from 260 after the death of Christ. When you have Marcus Aurelius in Europe, you have Diocletian in 280 after the death of Christ. These people were warriors. They are trying to protect the Europeans from the marauding jihadists. Jihad started around, when I'm telling you now, 250 after the death of Christ. The place you call Mecca now was not Islamic territorium in terms of territory. It was not Islamic territory, but all these jihadists led by Mohammed II, gathered what you call the Assyrians, and they started waging war against the indigenous people. They located, towards the Mecca, what we call the Medina, and they moved towards the Balkanic Europe and towards the Afghanistan. Are you seeing these places that I'm calling now? These places we are converted to Muslim by force, and from there they liberated it, meaning they took it to the Horn of Africa through the Aegean Sea, that is the Egypt, the Kemet. From there they went to the Horn of Africa, places that you call the Sudan, the North Sudan. You see what they're doing in the North Sudan, where you have the Roccaforte of Islamism. Even the Cyrenaica and the Tripolitania, meaning the Libya territory and the what you call the Mediterranean Africa, is being affected by all these things. Now, today we are talking about our own freedom. There is nothing you can do in that contraption without understanding freedom. There is nothing you can do without understanding that you are the one that's supposed to connect yourself with the moving train, with the moving train of Biafra. That is what is important, because I don't want to go too much in terms of history, but our people should understand that you must follow the prime minister. And at the same time, Nnamdi Kanu say, if you understand, if the sense is into you, do all what you can do to get Biafra. To get Biafra means to get your freedom, which means do not antagonize those that are fighting, that are contributing, to make sure positively, not on the bribe, not 15 million or any million to sabotage, sit at home. If you don't do sit at home, how can people know that what Nnamdi Kanu is saying is the voice of the people? If you don't respect the Biafran prime minister, how can the government know that the reason why Nnamdi Kanu is supposed to be released is because of matter of public? That is what you call politics. Politics means political matter. Political means people. Because of the people's outcry. That is why Nnamdi Kanu must be released. So how can people exercise their cry? They exercise their cry by obeying the sit at home, by obeying the curfew order given by the prime minister, by speaking in one voice. That is the reason why when Biafra come, Biafra language must be different, not English. But gradually we're going there. Be managing with English, but you must have a language, just like when you go to America. America speak language. When you go to Italy, they speak buongiorno, and you must speak buongiorno. When you go to France, they speak bonjour, and you must speak bonjour. When you go to the Republic of the state of Germany, you must speak Guten Morgen. That is it. When you go to the Spaniard, you must speak Buenos dias. When you come to Biafra land, you must speak Biafran language. But the sense of language comes from understanding what we're doing now, the need for us to liberate ourselves so that we can speak our mind in our parliament. Thank you, Adabiafra.
Thank you, Nwannem. That's a wonderful contribution there. Thank you, Nwannem. Pilot. Because when I saw that woman, not that I understand what the woman was saying, but you see the zeal in her and how she was speaking her dialect, her language with signs, and everybody was there sharing her up in accordance with what she was saying. I love the vibe. I want many women to rise up. Remember about Women Riot. Remember our women. You have the power. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. Don't feel intimidated by all these Fulani. They are scared of you more than you are scared of them. I'm not scared of anybody. I can go anywhere. I can go anywhere and speak my mind. I don't care. Stop looking down on yourself. Inferiority complex is a major disease that is holding you down. Yes, you in Canada. Yes, you in America. Yes, you in Europe, in Asia. Speak up. You cannot get freedom by keeping quiet. You are boiling inside you. Nobody is seeing the flame. But everybody that knows me knows that Biafra from Chicago knows that I have flame that can burn down America if they didn't give me my freedom. I have flames in me that can bring down the towers of America, Washington, D.C., if they don't give me my freedom. How can people be in darkness? Our people don't even boast of 2 hours electricity. But the people milking you dry, pushing you to fight each other, supporting the jihadist terrorists to take you to kill you, are enjoying light on the street, in the bus stop, in the train station, on the street. If you are cold, you go and stand, you hit your way for 5 minutes, and you keep moving. Check and they happy that I'm enjoying it. If I'm enjoying it and 80 million Biafrans are suffering even to charge phone, what kind of enjoyment is that? That's why I always frown at people who have been in America for 40 years, 30 years, 20 years, as the case may be, as evil people, because they enjoy all those things without thinking back home. And guess what? These people I'm talking about, 20 years, if you have been in America 20, 30, 40 years, or 50 years, as the case may be, because some of them are over 50 years here. These are the people, our forefathers sold our land, contributed our yam, contributed our clothes to send to go and be a medical doctor, to go to Bodo to learn things and bring back to the society. They are not coming back. They didn't bring back anything back home. They didn't pay you back. They saw all these things, they're enjoying. Their own is to wear big shoe and big coat and stand on top of snow and take picture and send to you, intimidating you the more. How many of them managed to bring some of their people back to America? Some of them did not bring. I am not even encouraging people to bring, because how many Americans are in my village? Academic Highness, tell me, even some of the churches in your Italy are converted to hotels, cinema.
If I can interject, you know, I wanted to make the difference between from 1912 to 1914, from 1914 to 1929. That is the registry of the plot for amalgamation. 1912 was the registry of the plot for the amalgamation of the zoological by the union between, or the communication between, the governor protectorate of the South and the governor protectorate of the North. Precisely 1912, 1914, the one of the North is called Frederick Lugard. The one from the South, I was still trying to bring, you know, the name, but that is it's not a problem. But the calculation between 1914 to 1929, 1914 was the amalgamation pronunciation of the zoo without our consent by the union between the governor of the Southern Protectorate and the one from the Northern Protectorate, of which the one from the Northern Protectorate had the upper hand, that was called Frederick Lugard, who did that thing for them to do what? To make sure that they subjugate the people that are called Nigerians, those people that are different. That is the 4 principal, you know, ethnic groups. That is the North, South, East, West, and the Central. So they did that thing. They perfected it in 1914, amalgamation of 1914, for the good, for the benefit of the British people. Now, from 1914 to 1929, That is something that is very important that happened in terms of women emancipation, that we are calling them, calling the other women to join. Now, from 1914 to 1929, you see, that is less than 30 years. 30 years is too much. Very, very light, very, very few years. Women, our women naturally has got the impetus to do what? To go to war in the defense of their husbands because of taxation. Because of taxation, the women of Biafra, from Aba axis, organized themselves and protested. They went to war. They waged war that men would have waged because men were weakened, and they waged the war against the British people. They pulled their trigger against these women. It is recorded in the world highest secret that these women that are talking about, apart from the time of Cleopatra, the emancipation of women started from Africa. Apart from the Egyptian Empire, that one of Biafra, 1929, about women riot, is so respected, but because women, when men were weak, men couldn't have any other alternative or hope. Women went for war for them. And in 1929, let's take it to Europe, European women are still wearing jalabia, what do you call them? Felpa in their hair, like Muslim wife, like the wife of Muslim. Women, Italian women, American women, were still inside door. In fact, European women have not yet had their right to participate in votation. They don't come outside the house. But in Igbo land, women went and confronted the colonial masters. The reason why our mothers must be respected. And it is very, very legitimate that we are calling on everybody to join the chorus, because when men cannot make it, women will come out and make it. These are women for that. It was only in 1945 that, with the external infiltration of Americans, etc., because of the war, that women joined the clue in.
Your network is fluctuating now. You can go out and come back in. Academic Highness, we can't hear you again. We lost you. So Biafrans, wake up. I am calling on all the women. I am calling on all the women. The network is not, yes, the network is still frozen. So that's why I removed him. I'm calling on all the women. The money you are using in buying wigs when your husbands are dying. Prospective mothers, I'm not talking only for women, mothers. I am talking about you. Mary, who is buying bone straight hair for $200. It's almost the same thing. even now, I'm asking you have money to go and buy gold. Yenka, jalabia, this one, when your house is on fire. I am not hearing your academic kindness. Can you hear me now? No, I can't hear you.
Yeah,
okay. Okay.
That was the.
That's why I say go out.
That was the network.
Go back and come back in. Go out and come back
in. That was it. I couldn't hear you. No problem. It's network challenge. So what I'm trying to say is this. You know, you said another thing apart from this, which is very important for us to put it down. That now people are realizing the difference between the other people on the Nzama and the real freedom fighters. That's another point. Good that our people understand the difference between the Nzama, the other people in the DOS, and the main propellants of Biafran struggle. So if people have realized that, this explanation I'm giving today about the role that women played in Europe, and when women were being given the right, it will help them, because African women have already had their right automatically, but the invaders did not allow us to exercise our right, but they prompted the exercise of the right from 1929. Just barely after the amalgamation, the resultant effect of the amalgamation of Frederick Lutgard of 1914 was detrimental to the men, weakened the men, and when women saw that men were weakened, they rose up. So supporting what you said, because it is husband and wife, ezinụlọ, nwoke na nwanyị, nne na nna. So all the names are called, and especially this time around, that they have seen that the people that are parading, are piloting the Biafran affair under the auspices of Biafran Republic government in exile are unbribable, very serious. You have every calibers, timbers, and calibers of men and women. It is left for everybody to join. You know, if you know anything good that you can do so that the struggle will go ahead, you do it. In this Christmas, what has happened in Zamfara state, in the states like the Plateau state, even yesterday, people were abducted after paying the whooping sum of plus and minus 14 million naira. They, for their rescue, for their, what do you call it, for their ransom, they went back and removed, what did you call them? Removed the Muslims and withheld the Christians. And only
they free the Muslim. The Muslim that did not pay shishi, they freed them and still holding the Christians that paid
the Christians
almost 200 million.
Exactly. So okay.
Go ahead.
So our people, if we are talking to you, understand that there is fire on the mountain. Understand that your pastor is thinking that Christianity is an opportunity of business for them to be making money. They don't know that Christianity that is the European Christianity was the first government that came to this world. In fact, in terms of government, when they say government, not the empire, came and rescued indigenous people. Christianity in Europe was in charge. Pope was in charge of the government of Europe and America. They were in charge till 1789. Our own Christians, they don't know what they're doing. When it comes, why can't they use holy water to rescue people? Ransom, and they will seek by you. So listen to freedom fighters, follow Ada Biafra from Chicago, follow Simon Ekpa, follow freedom fighters. Stop the envy and jealousy. Help Simon Ekpa, because we must get our freedom. Thank you.
Thank you, Wannem. Thank you. That's wonderful. And I wanted to go there later because the Christians, when you talk against the pastors and all these reverend fathers, Ndokpontu and co, they start fighting you. They start hating you. You are hating me. I am not Adem after. I am telling you because they are minimizing the population of Ndibo in Africa. They are minimizing the population of our men, Biafra men. Yorubas are not making Reverend Father and Reverend Sister the way you are doing it. But you don't want to hear the truth. Tell me how many Yoruba Reverend Sister you know. Tell me how many Edo Reverend Sister you know. Reverend Father, how many percentage? Because they are smarter than you. These people are bent to eliminate us. That is their plan. Hassan then call work. After some time, they will look for another one and send. They will think another one and send. You say Catholicism now is now what? Now.
It is dwindling. It's dwindling.
LGBT equal to kissing. LGBT equal to kissing. That is it. Tell me the benefit you have. Tell me what you have benefited from it. Now look at a whole church. I don't know whether it's Catholic church or not or what. They kidnap their members, and these people paid ransom. Whether their pastor pay or not the family. After paying it to tell you that they don't care, they still release the Muslim and they hold back the Christians. And still, you are still calling yourself a Christian. They told you, God is everywhere. If you don't want to reason very well, ask me where was lion inside the Noah's Ark? Lion nonimia, mad nonimia, or Haretabu. And then you know. Think. Or critical thinking. That is what you call it. Don't be maladjusted as a student. Don't be maladjusted. Adjust yourself. Read. Extensive reading. Think. In a lot, they think, yeah. Okay, if they cannot use anointing oil to release those people, why are they paying ransom? Why are they paying all those millions? Why did Jesus not come and rescue them? Why did you, your pastor, the handkerchief your pastor gave you, your anointing oil, why can't it do wonders and release them? You still pay ransom, they use the ransom, and they release their Muhammad and jihadist terrorists to tell you that Eba are not here. And the person fighting for your freedom, you are fighting against the person. You are fighting. Your Simon Ekpa is now the Fulani killing people in Taraba. Simon Ekpa is now the people killing people in Benue. Simon Ekpa is now people killing people in Plateau. You don't know your enemies. You know, but you are shying away from it. You know your enemies, but you don't want to talk about it. Where is Abba Kyari today? Nnamdi Kanu is still in DSS dungeon. Abba Kyari, America was looking for him, telling Nigeria to send him to America for him to come and serve his jail term. You cannot write petition against it. The Fulani teamed up and held him back in Nigeria. He's one of the people killing people in Plateau, recruiting and training men how to go and attack people. You know what he did in Biafra land? You know what he did in Imo State, in our land, and he's still moving freely in Abuja. Wake up, Biafrans. Wake up. The time is ticking. We must restore Biafra for our children, not for you looking at me. Coconut head. You are suffering and smiling. Oh, my head is again. Oh, I cannot fight. I'm not fighting for you. Because some of you are useless, not my viewers anyway. I'm not talking to my viewers. I'm talking to these people who are in America who refuse to contribute to www.ipobinUSA.org/donate. Just $1. Our leader, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, was begging for $1. Go to TikTok and see all of them. Instead of them to join in one voice, join our prime minister to talk about freedom. You are running. Also, you blew your property from Lagos. Bring it back home. To a computer village. Bring it back home. If you don't have security, how about that? How about that? Just imagine Biafra land without our prime minister, without Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, without IPOB. What you are counting in Plateau, Benue, will be a child's play. All this kidnap, you hear that they pay 100 million for their rescue. Oga Kanjon Anibo. Am I communicating? Academic Highness, round up, please.
Yeah, concerning Abba Kyari. Concerning Abba Kyari, you know, when they started this, when Hush Puppy, under parentheses, called his name as, you know, when the FBI, you know, discovered that they were partners in crime, you know, Abba Kyari used to help him to launder the money, etc., etc. They started making the process of extradition, international extradition, that is the due process, you know, of extradition. But what happened? Because these Fulani people, these people, they love themselves. What happened? They understood what is going to be the implication of that, and they went to the basic norm of extradition, and therefore forged an alibi to withhold that their brother in Nigeria to avoid handing over to the FBI, American, you know, FBI. What did they do? They cooked that, they did a kind of audiovisual plan that will make Americans to believe that this man was in a higher crime, a crime that is higher than the one of America, that is being investigated in Nigeria, because when somebody is investigated by a state, that is by a country where he is on high-profile international crime, so you cannot take the person away from the country to international. You have to allow the case to finish first in the country before. So they planned that thing. Imagine he was sitting in a vehicle, he was transacting the and they were videoing him. All those things was planned by them. And I came out during that time. I was explaining. It's still the network will bring it one day, bring it out. I was explaining that this is a planned deal. That was nothing like that in shenanigan, into business for this. What they were trying to do is to scuttle his international arrest. And they later came and arrested him. They put him in VIP in Kuje prison or anywhere in the government house. And it was, people were believing that he's being arrested by Nigeria. So according to international law, America have to obey. Not that he has a hand stop, but he's waiting, let the Nigeria own finish first, because already that is the due process that Nigeria failed to follow. So they were able. What is important there is that and they may understand citizenship of their own people. They understand, if notwithstanding that they understand the use of religion for political, for the interest of their people. But on the bank, we go kahana cho. Aka no na kidnap ndị ma na-eme mkpara na-eme aka na-efeni ego n'enu. You see, Aisha Yusuf, which is another point I wanted to bring. That lady is not a Christian, but he came out and started asking, where are the Christians? Where is the Christian body, the Christian Association of Nigeria? On what is happening on the killing of your fellow Christians? He said the pastors are not talking. But immediately you touched that particular, that was a law that they wanted to make last year. The law that says that the pastors, the church is supposed to be paying tax. That is what we call Corporate Affairs Commission, certificate of incorporation. Supposed to be paying, there is a name they call it there in Nigeria. Meaning everybody that has, supposed to be paying tax, because all these mushroom pastors, Obukobi and the Dumeje them, all these people, including native doctors, they have CAC. So that they're supposed to be paying tax to the government. Immediately they said that the whole of them came out and started quoting Bible and started quoting law, NGO, etc., etc. But when it comes to because that one is touching their own gain, which is the reason they formed these mushroom Christianities. I'm not against Christian, but what they're doing in Africa is destruction of Africans, brainwash. If Africa can do exactly what they do in Rome, I will tell you that we don't have problem. Because as we are now, Pope did that thing that he did. That is international global politics on what you call reduction of population. So he must bow to it. He himself on a long wine. Why come and see Powentu? And ihe maro haro ha na kpuntu kemgbe. On Dubai anyị ha dịrị ege ntị ka mara. Ihe bụ na nwoke ga-anọrọ ọsị na ọma alụ nwaanyị. Na alụ nwaanyị kọdara alụ nwaanyị na-eme nwaanyị dịrị eme nwaanyị. Ọ bụ na ị dịrị eme nwaanyị na-eme nwoke. Ka ihe na-akọ, are you not a human being? So he is very right. But Ogunwa Amaro, to mind your business. Anyway, that thing we don't know it. And it is not our problem. Our problem is lack of freedom, lack of social amenity, lack of government. We don't have government. We don't have government. So you have to bring your problem to them. And forget about Pope. Our own problem now is that Christians, indigenous people are being killed, and our leaders are keeping quiet. And Aisha Yusuf from Benin City is bringing this light to Christians. But still, Christians are sordomuto, checo. That is people that are blind and deaf and dumb at the same time, contemporarily speaking. So our people are saved by listening to this platform and listening to the Biafran Prime Minister and listening to the truthful lovers of freedom, because this is the only movement that is going to save Africa from Biafra land. And don't worry if you could I make a total in a udo.
Ha ekweghọ n'udo ka m kwubabalị gị na netwọk ga-ebupụkwana gị. Ha ekweghọ n'udo, anyị ekwetala ha. Unu ekweghọ n'udo, anyị enye unu wotowoto. You know my page don't support violence. But violence begat violence. Violence begat violence. You cannot kill me and my sister will be watching you. God, no, now. You cannot kill my parents and I will be watching you. Come on now. Even your Bible said the violent take it by force. That's why most of you are scared of the Muslim today, because they believe in their violence. People believe. My own is that if you are violent, stay in your north. I don't care. Don't come to my house to tell me you are violent, because nothing is happening in my, I didn't invite you. United States of Biafra is our own. We must protect it and protect the lives and properties of everybody there. I am calling on all the women before our academic kindness will be back. All the women, anywhere you are, if the men are not speaking up, speak up. Stop buying with on. Aisha Yusuf is a Muslim, but she's challenging you Christians who believe in Christ. Where are you? Where are your pastors when they are kidnapping you? When they are kidnapping your Christian brothers and sisters, your pastors are not saying anything. Your imam, your reverend fathers are not saying anything. Can you kill a Muslim and they will keep you quiet? Can you kill one person from the north? I will do a video again concerning those children they saw in Abia State. One Aboki was holding them hostage. I will do a video for that, because that thing can never happen. Academic Kindness, welcome back. We can hear you now.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
The network is just playing. It's just playing. But anyway, that is the thing.
They can't stop us. They cannot stop us.
It's very, you know. So our people should understand. Okay, what contribution? What can pastors do now for those that have been abducted? Even on Christmas Day, it was said that, in fact, it is not only it was said, it happened in Ebonyi State, in a church called Immaculate Conception. The news came out that on the eve of Christmas, as they were celebrating Mass, a phone, and I have verified, a phone called a choir master. And the choir master went out as the Mass was going on. And the choir master was shot inside his vehicle. And the MOD members, meaning the men of order and discipline, that were guiding the as trying to stop these people, these gunmen, they were also shot. And still the Mass was going on. Imagine the choir master went out. Nobody cared. Why he went out, he received the call. These people are not careful. And the Mass was going, hallelujah, Christmas, Christmas, no choir master. Father did not say, where is choir master? The Mass went on. MOD was shot. Another MOD was shot. 3 persons were shot. And the Mass was going on. Oh, the time that the father, Reverend Father, gave the news was the next morning. For you to know that these people don't think about the welfare of the people. Imagine MOD without weapon, without anything, confronting gunmen. Nobody knows whether it was from the terrorists or these people, or political thugs. But the news broke out in the morning of 25 December that gunmen, they said unknown gunmen, shot people in the church. But after I investigated, I saw the movement, I saw it was all these political thugs that did that. But what is very bad and what is very important for our people to notice is that these pastors, they don't think you. If not, Reverend Father should have seen that choir master was not there. Choir master is a protagonist in the church. Where is choir master? Had they mean that he asked question, where is choir master? Maybe they would have summoned, commanded the whole congregation to block those terrorists that went and shot choir master in a car park. It's there in the news. In Ebonyi State. When you tell our people, there is found the man to sit at home, sit in your house, be information-wise, listen to what is happening in your country. They don't want, they are listening to Father. When they were shooting choir master that is doing choir master for free, because here in Europe, if you do choir master, I'm myself a medic, I'm a Reverend Father. But if you don't pay me, I don't go do mass.
Now some of you they see me. They see me, they dance inside church. They think say na church ada Biafra they go. I don't see on a joker. You they see me, they clap inside at the video. Make you think say they go church. One na kwamo sharp. Oh, when your pastor can
so they have this 3 persons died in Abakaliki. In Abakaliki, ask Abakaliki people, they will tell you, Father was busy in the mass. Here, the surveillance camera that you have reaches the range of, I call it 2 kilometers from the church. 2 kilometers away from the church. So if there is any movement, Reverend Father will be watching it through somebody that is at the backstage. And if anything, that one will signal police. 2 seconds, they have rounded those people up. That's why I say the Christianity in Europe is different from the Christianity in Africa. Exactly. If you see this is the second largest cathedral you have in Abakaliki, Mbo Parish you have in Abakaliki, because it's one of the most oldest. There is no surveillance camera, there is nothing. They don't care for you. Reverend Father may enjoy within Yenway Mandihine. Reason to teach in on a daisy and not posing there may have and I may grab a pay. Ordinary KG is there in the news. KG Gabia Goods, innocent young 3 people. Choir master Kebulu, Echezoko Mafia. Now Immaculate Conception Parish in Kwego. Father did not care about choir master, because that is not what that is their preoccupation. But I want to Kodre Hanama, Hachina Yamari. You see it? And that is just may his soul rest in peace. May that is the only thing they'll give. RIP. That's all.
That's it. That's it. Bikonu, umunemo, onye obuna nalokone, stay in your house. Stay in your house and pray. You cannot be Catholic more than the Pope, more than the people that brought religion to you. You can never, ever. Because kedebe Jesus no, kebe Chineke unekpere no n'eluigwe, ngima no n'ụwa. You are, God is in heaven. No, you are here. You are waiting for God to come. Jesus is coming soon. Why are you here? Why not go there? Why is Jesus not coming here? He's waiting for you to come up. Because somebody say, first. Your life is number 1. Stay in your house. Pray in your house. Jido digaka, jido mugaka, go and go. There's power in your tongue. Talk to yourself positively. Positively. And you see yourself and you work hard. Bed. It can never work like that. You have to work. The pastors that you are going to their churches and Reverend Father, they are using bulletproof car. What is protecting you is the handkerchief and the anointing oil you bought from the church. Not be juju be that. How do we tell you that you don't have anybody over there concerning your Reverend Father or your pastor? Join what we are doing. You are a woman, you have money to buy wig, buy this one. Start doing video. If you upload 1 minute video, they post you, especially people in diaspora. If our men are in the bushes right now without being paid shishi, what we give them is only food and granite. That is why we always tell you, tomorrow is ESN BL fundraising now. Start now to donate. Go to the website. If you don't know how to do it, call the number on the screen. If you don't know how to do it, call our information minister. Ask him. Call all the ministers you know. Many of them, they will give you the person near you that will help you. It's collective effort. You cannot get freedom without doing something. Freedom is free. Do by me. That is the meaning of freedom. Free. Do by me. If I want freedom, I must do something. If prof want certificate, he must go to school to get certificate. He cannot be professor by staying in the bed. You cannot be pilot by lying down in your room. You want success, you must do something to get success. Simon have stopped them from the salary they are getting. That's why they want to pull him down by all means. Today, everybody has seen it. Are you one of the people listening to Simon did not sign petition? Simon did not do this one. Simon did not hand over his platform. Hand you over, hand you over now. Before he will come and fight for freedom, you will give. I will carry my page and give you. No be juju be that. No be juju be that. And some people have been on it since time Imo River underground. They are doing underground. How many of them have you seen newspaper carrying or Hanez and Doshi putting bounty on their heads? If our prime minister is not doing what he's doing, will you be even having where to call your home today? By now, go and support our Biafra Liberation Army. This is the only people defending our lives now. Biafra lives matters to all of us. That's why you see him. He has what he's supposed to do today. Me, I'm supposed to go somewhere, but I'm leaving it to use 2 hours to talk to you. And you hiding behind the camera, hiding somewhere, looking for fault. I'm going to case here. You know, do it like this. You know, do it like you supposed to bend them. And that Biafra, bend the hand like this. You supposed to put the leg like this. Come and do it. Let's see. I want to follow you. I want to be following you. We need more people. The more they have fire, the more they know that Biafra is no-go area. They will leave Biafra land alone. All the genitals, all the parts of the body, the kidneys, the liver, they are stocked in the military cantonment. They are your brother's livers and kidneys. They are the vital organs of our brothers and sisters. If not your direct brother, one way or the other, we are related. We are cousins. We are nieces and nephews. Nigeria is the only country where you see a military man holding weapon, sophisticated weapon, and shooting unarmed civilians in Biafra land, in Kaduna, in Plateau, in Christian-dominated areas. Is that how you academic kindness? Is that how you were trained in Italy? Can that happen in Italy?
It's incomparable. The military people are the most simplest force you can have. Even the police. Military, you only see military men when there is information of terrorism. They will just mount in the strategic places, then they will be watching. Already they communicate through their system. When they see the suspect, they will honorably take the suspect and hand over to police. Even the police, the red police that is being handed over, don't use force. They use interrogative system and civil system. When you will know that Italian army or military is strong is in the battlefield. During the COVID-19, when they lock us down for almost 3 months, it were soldiers that used to bring food through windows to people that could not have the permission to go outside. Even I myself, I participated, although we were in lockdown, but that is confirmed regular soldiers that came out. Then it was over, and then they called us, the auxiliary. Then we came out using trucks, because it was during the snow period. We are using trucks removing snow from the road for emergency. Very respectful people. Always respecting. The generals serve the other officers and serve the people. But when they're in the battlefield, you see that they're indomitable. They call themselves indomitable. In the battlefield, not where the civilians are. And I said colonial masters taught our people to be wicked against our own citizens. They did not taught our people the meaning of citizens, cittadinanza, citoyen in lingua franca française. If we understood the meaning of citizens, Reverend Fathers should be the one, and pastors being at the forefront of this freedom fight. But they don't know. They don't know. So blessed are those that listen to us. Listen to us inside with your heart. When you listen to us inside your heart, you know that we're the one telling you the practical preventive measure. Just like what Matthias, our brother Isaac, used to say. He said due process. He said, if you are sick, follow due process. Go to hospital and get yourself treated. Not through wayo. He said other people are wayo. Then the other people later confirmed that they are wayo by going to due process of arrest of Isaac. Are you seeing it now? They should have used Holy Spirit to command, or aqua seraphic to command. That is, by the way. However, military men are there to protect civilians, and they don't call their civilians miscreants or bloody civilian. So this idea of calling people bloody civilian was the initiative of the colonial vandals that even flogged our teachers together with students during the time that we are there. They used to flog teachers. Here, you don't flog children. Talk more of flogging teachers. You don't do it. You use pedagogy.
It was a Catholic church in Abakaliki itself. And the Catholic,
yes, in Abakaliki.
And the Catholic
yes,
church kept quiet till now.
Yes, because they don't care.
Hey.
How do you mean that it was Reverend Father that was shot? Maybe next time they will shoot them. Then they will have been talking. But hence it was somebody that is not a Reverend Father. They don't talk. Even though it's a Reverend Father, the one that is living will keep quiet. They say, "Oh, we'll go now." I know them very well. I know them more than they know themselves. I know, if not, they should have been the one, bringing to the world, to the world notice what the Christians are undergoing. How many pastors and Reverend Father has been beheaded in the Northern Hemisphere? They did not talk.
Did you hear from
because
the Pope did not say anything?
We cannot, if they themselves cannot bring it to the Pope cannot talk. If they themselves, they don't know that African. Just like what I've been saying, you have 5 continents or 6 continents. It's only Africa that was lured into hating herself. You see the other Reverend Father that came out about a month ago and started saying, hey, if you are saying nominal, why didn't your forefathers build aeroplane, build a train station, build train, do this technology? You were saying like that. You didn't know the history. They don't teach these people history. In terms
ask
of
that one. How did our forefather made building, build a house and roof it, make fast roof? Is that not technology? Is that not
they don't know that? They don't. I'm coming there.
When you fall on the floor, you fall when you are playing, and they will get a onubu and they rub it on your feet. After some time, the thing will heal. Is that not medicine? If they have left us by now, we will not convert it into the white chalk they are selling.
Exactly. Now, the Europeans, where did they used to live? Is it not inside the cave? They used to live in a house that is called igloo. Igloo is like a thatch house, but it is built with okute kanejina to say mayor dika on the floor ni on kanyo abona here. How one have okute kaji here. It's called igloo. It's still here. One day I'm going to the city of Igloo, because these people, they don't destroy what their forefathers used to do. They believe in it. They pour libation. They study it. That's why you still have the group that are called the archaeologists. Why is it that it's only white people that always go forward? Trying to portray, to advance in what their forefathers used to do. They believe in it, but they made our own people not to believe in what our forefathers did, the level of development of our forefathers. Oral technology of wine production. It's called enology. In English, enology is the science of wine production. But did you see any university in Nigeria or in Africa that brought out wine production in indigenous way as a subject matter in university? No, because the colonial master washed our brain in institutional level, in academic level, in religious level, in socio-cultural level, so that we will not believe in ourselves. And you are still speaking Igbo. You don't know that Igbo is indigenous or what you call ancestral heritage. You speak Igbo now. We speak Igbo. We don't know that it is also tradition. That what is left for us is to ameliorate what is there. And it is this sense of recognizing our forefathers that made us to know what is called freedom. And we must get it, whether good or bad, because our own is our own. Ojukwu chapter 1 verse 1. Nke abo, nke anyị.
That's a wonderful contribution. Because mama otu esi akọ aka ka anyị kụọrọ aka na nke a bụ nke anyị. Nke a bụ nke anyị. Gbakọta na aka ọnụ. Put your hands together. So tell everybody, whether you are from the middle belt or middle trouser, because I call everybody Biafra. I don't know what is middle belt or middle trouser or middle skirt. I don't care. I don't call all those things. We are all Biafrans. Go and share the news as you are sharing it. Tell everybody that tomorrow is our Biafra Liberation Army fundraising. You must support this, our gallant men who have denied themselves everything. Some of them don't see their wives. They don't see their family from month to month. They are living in the bushes. Only what we are giving them is food, clothing, and the granite. Go and buy granite for our gallant men. Makandoge. If not them, without Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, our prime minister, our gallant men on ground, all these our people contributing to buy granite for our boys, there will be nothing like that your Calabar area, that your middle belt and middle trouser. There will be nothing like that your Asaba, your Edo, your Imo Skate, your Anambra Nika, and your Enugu Nika or skate. I don't know what you call it. We are all Biafrans. And Biafra we must get. We must Biafranize. They are just few. You see all these governors, why they are singing the Fulani song was that they know that everybody will be equal. And we don't regard them as they are not representing us in anything. We want everybody to be, at least if you are not above average, like an American. Everybody here, if you go school, that one is different. As Adab Biafra is here, if there's anything American people are enjoying, so far I'm a citizen, I have everything. I am enjoying it. We live almost equal. Unless you are, maybe you are a graduate, you went to school, you are doing this or you are a professional. That is it. That's what we want. We want to build our country to enable us live like human beings. Leave these people, the nomadic people that is taking you backwards, 1914. You don't have light. You don't have road. You don't have hospital. No amusement park. No, we have children will be happy. Nothing. The same thing since you have been voting since 1952, since amalgamation till today. What have you gained as a Nigerian? No job, no nothing, no free education, no free health care. Can you hear it? No light. Biafra is light. Nigeria is darkness. You are waiting for heaven. The heaven I've seen in my life is America. Nigeria is hellfire. If you develop your country, you see that heaven. If your pastor is telling you about heaven, tell him to give you his security guide. Give him his house. Give you his house. They are enjoying, they are building their own mansion here, but they are telling you to live like a puppet and die and wait for Jesus. No be juju be that. All of them have plan B. They have visas, Canadian visas, green card holders. Some of them, they travel once in a while so that they will not stay 6 months in Nigeria, so that they will not withdraw their citizenship. Because anywhere you are, if you're an American, if you don't come here within 6 months, you will lose what you have as a citizen. That's why you see them once in a while, they will run and come medical. What stopped them from taking anointing oil when they are sick? Why are they traveling outside? The politicians, the same thing. Round up, let's close.
It's well, Biafrans. This year is 2024. For those that were confused on, they said 2023 Biafra will be declared, Biafra will come. Biafra 23. Because in 2023, we went for the referendum convention, which played a kind of background, bedrock norm, where the Biafran Liberation Army and the Biafran de facto government substantiated. Now, in 2024, we're going to go back there. So when we go back, that the new month you see us back in Helsinki, know you that is the final. That is what I'm here to tell you today. So be hopeful, because here have a village meeting. Ndị gụrụ akwụkwọ nọ na group of autopilot. Akwụkwọ on in stratification. There is no professor in DOS. Here you have multiple, you have league of professors and professionals in Biafra government in exile. And we are doing our thing in accordance to the law. The United Nations Charter, they started preparing it from 1942 in a place called Brecton Woods in the United States of America, precisely San Francisco, the city of San Francisco. 1942, 43, 44, 45, it came out, and it was called the Charter of the United Nations. And it does not contain the signature of every country. Today, you have 192 signatories of the United Nations. But the signatories were not up to 30 in 1945. So that is the level we are, because we're doing serious business in terms of nation building. 2024 is another convention in Finland. So, and when that happens, it is already there. That is the final. So it is not, he said he's going to bring Biafra in 2023. You said that he said he's going to bring Biafra. Why can't you bring the Biafra? It is a collective effort, and there are principles enshrined under international law that you must follow step by step, because it is not a chieftaincy title or tradition. So you follow it accordingly. When it reaches apostle, meaning everything will be okay. Just contribute your own, believe in what we're saying, contribute to the Biafran Liberation Army through the right channel. Very simple. And pray for them. Also believe and support, help the prime minister, because you used to hear when the Americans say, God help us, help America. We say, God help the prime minister, God help Biafran government in exile, and help the cabinet members to have a what you call correct decision, because without them, you are going nowhere. Akụkọ gị adịka akụkọ ndị Southern Kaduna, akụkọ gị adịka akụkọ our people, indigenous people, and every nooks and crannies of Nigeria that are defenseless everywhere, including Biafra land. So we are following the correct template that is enshrined by the international law for what? Self-determination of the people in Article 1, Paragraph 2 of the Charter of the United Nations. God bless us all, and I want you to follow this road. There's no other road apart from this. Thank you. Unmute yourself.
Oh, sorry. Thank you. I am telling you, as you are sharing it, share it to all WhatsApp. Tell everybody. Go to Twitter and get a Twitter handle, X. That is where you will see raw images of what is happening in other places. That is when you will appreciate our prime minister. Retweet everything from our prime minister and all the information ministers. You can coin 2 names as your name. You must not be your name or Biageri. No, you can just use 3 initials and get your Twitter space handle and start going to Twitter space when they are on space. You go there and speak your mind. You must not say your name. We need to fire these people. We are in charge. Biafrans anywhere, Facebook, YouTube, Bingo, TikTok, Biafrans are everywhere. We are giving them the heat. Whatever you are doing today, increase it to times 100, times 1,000. Biafra has been declared already. If you are waiting, all those ones we are doing are finishing touches. Once we finish it, you will see us rising. All the things you are seeing in downtown Chicago, you are seeing in America, you are seeing in London, it is in your leg. What you are looking for Sokoto is in Sokoto. Whatever you are looking for in Sokoto is in your Sokoto. So let's go, Biafrans. I love you. I love everybody that came today. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for your support and your like and your share. Remember, this woman is our women for today. Look at her. I am talking to all other ladies. So whenever you see this woman talking, you see her? I am encouraging all other ladies, anywhere you are. You are a mother. They are eliminating our women. They are eliminating our fathers, our husband to be. You have to speak out. You have to be the about women of 1920 in the 20s. You have to be the Biafra women. We are not Fulani women. We are vocal. We are vibrant. We are gorgeous. We are beautiful. We are endowed. We are intelligent. We are rich. We are hardworking. So, Biafrans, on everybody that join us, I am encouraging you to keep doing what you are doing. Support our Prime Minister. Make sure you share to www.ipobinusa.org/donate. It's our website. We must buy granite for our boys and we must continue. Biafra is here. Thank you and may God bless everybody. Bye.